Americans saw some relief in April when it comes to inflation. The Consumer Price Index grew at a rate of 3.4% from a year ago. That's about in line with expectations. Core prices that exclude volatile food and energy items increased at their slowest rate in 3 years. Karina Mitchell has the story.
So that headline inflation number came in at 3.4%. That's a rise of 0.3% month over month. Now, the core number came in at 3.6%. That is the lowest rise that we've seen since April of 2021. So things are heading in the right direction, but at a really slow pace. And if you really want to see, inflation come closer to the Fed's 2% target, we need to see those month-over-month gains at a much lower rate, closer to 1/10 or 0.2%. So what's causing inflation to remain so sticky? Well, in the April report, more than 70% of the gains were attributed to housing costs, shelter costs, and then rises in gas prices. In fact, energy prices rose 1.1% month over month. That's a big surge. And there was a silver lining. It was that food prices remained flat, so people didn't feel it as much in the grocery store. But we have now seen poll after poll heading into the U.S. election that the thing Americans are most concerned about is the economy, and they are not seeing any respite in their wallets from these rising prices. I spoke to one economist about this issue. He said even if inflation flattens right now, it's difficult for many Americans to keep their head above water because they are so worried about rising costs. Take a listen to what he said.
The biggest issue that consumers continue to face is, starting with an A, the A word, affordability. And there's no real path that I can see in the very near term where this is going to be resolved, because even if we flatten inflation, affordability problems are going to persist. Where we might eventually see some relief is with interest rates, but that also is sort of waiting for the next football season to arrive at best.
So he did say that if there are cuts in the rates, that could help things, but doesn't expect to see one until football season starts. That's closer to September. Markets are now pricing in 75% chance that that is when we see the first rate cut. But affordability is a key issue. And, the other thing is that how long will we see this inflation trending lower? Will it continue on this trajectory, or will it ramp up? Because we did see U.S. demand rise in the first quarter, and this report does not make a trend, so we'll have to wait and watch. But economists do say that the things that are driving inflation are housing costs, healthcare costs, and motor vehicle insurance. They expect that to ease in this quarter, and that should bring inflation, rein it in closer to the Fed's preferred range of 2%. Karina Mitchell, CGTN, New York.